Y'all. Hold on. What's up, GSP? What's up, y'all? Y'all know I just moved, so hold on, y'all. Let me wipe my phone off. What's up, everybody? Sorry about the little delay. Little delay. Hey, y'all. Hey. I feel so naked without my background. Oh my gosh, hold up. Okay. It saw a message at the bottom. What's up, y'all? Tasha checking in with another video, and this video is going to be the review for Life After Lockup season. What is this? Season 6, episode 10. Love is a Sacrifice, and this is the season finale, y'all. Yay, we made it through this season with these crazy couples, y'all. What's up, GSP? I felt like I have something on my face. So I'm missing my ring light, my other light that I love. So I just got this little light right here. So I hope that y'all can see me well, that y'all can hear me well. I'm still unpacking from the new place. What's up, got to be? What's up? Everyone annoyed me. Yes, very much so. I think I'm gonna try to put on, hold on, y'all. Let me see. I gave a little extra light right here. Everybody annoyed me too, and we gonna talk about it. Let's start off with, if it's your first time joining me, go ahead and like this video, subscribe. Hold on, y'all. Comment in the comment section. I'm fixing my tripod, y'all. I'm sorry. I did a TikTok earlier, and so I put my tripod up a little bit, and it threw off everything. So make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to the Redefine Me channel. Okay, y'all, so let's get into it. If I had to rate this episode of the season finale on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give it a smooth 2. 2. I have not given an episode a 2 in a long time. This episode was trash. Y'all let me know in the comments what you all would rate it. I'm going to give it a 2. This season finale was not good at all. I don't know why I was expecting a little bit of more from them, but it just didn't give. It didn't give what it was supposed to give. And so let's get into these couples. Because it didn't give what it was going to give, I'm just going to go in the order that I wrote it. It was a 2. You said it was a 2:15, man, or 2:25. Child, what's going on together forever? Welcome to the live. Welcome. Make sure while y'all coming in, y'all smashing that like button and y'all subscribing to the channel. All right, y'all. So let's get into the first couple, which is going to be Teenie and Rob. Let me tell you something. Teenie got on my last nerve this episode because for some reason, actually Teenie and Rob, because for some reason they hit the Ray Charles on you. Like, I can't see. They couldn't remember what it is that actually happened with that fight. Okay, you said you gave it a 9. What's Rob? No, this is a review for Life After Lockup. Rob is one of the couples that's on the show. So they act like they did not remember what it is that happened in the daggone fight, okay? Because we all saw, and they kept rolling the footage back, that Teenie jumped in Ladyface. Yes, Rob's mom got up and got a little antsy, but you smoosh the lady in the face. Like, I don't understand how y'all talking about some Teenie didn't hit you, she wouldn't do that. I don't get it. Yeah, Teenie's spirit is just off. And it's crazy because I didn't think I was gonna put her on the same level that I would Kim and all the rest of these cast members, but she has turned into a real kind of diva for some reason, as if she has attained some type of prize in Rob. Okay, Teenie needs some self-evaluation, absolutely. And if I can't fully see y'all for some reason, I don't have my lighting your comments. So if I miss something, please don't hold it to my head or charge it to my heart or anything. And I also wear glasses for reading, so I probably need to put them on, child. But yeah. coming to for someone's mom. Yeah, it's weird. You're weird. Why in the world? What's up, Raya? How you doing? How you doing? Make sure y'all liking up the video and subscribing to the channel. So let's go on with them. So Teeny Mom at the table, they still out back. You know what I'm saying? And they are, it's your birthday's tomorrow. Happy birthday. Everybody shout out. I think your name is Raya. If I'm saying it wrong, I'm sorry. Happy birthday. I hope it's everything that you want it to be and more. So they still in the backyard, y'all, and they sitting out there talking. Y'all know last episode we left off with them talking in the backyard, and Rob's mom is saying that Teeny hit her first, which we all saw, and she did. And Rob is up here talking about some, she didn't hit you, she wouldn't do that. It was almost like he was trying to, you know how someone is saying that this happened to me, that happened to me, and someone else is telling them that didn't happen, that couldn't have possibly happened, woo woo woo, right? And so they were in the backyard. Why is the backyard so tight? Child, I don't know. Maybe they had maybe that's where they were shooting it at. I don't know. I'm hoping the yard was bigger than that, because the house looked like it was a little bit more spread out to have that tiny space, but I don't know. And so Rob mom had went off, of course, upstairs knocking over water. His brother's sitting there, and he's trying to put the cups back up and everything. And then she goes upstairs. This is what makes me think that she's been to their house before, or either this is kind of like, I don't want to say it's staged, but it didn't seem real, because if I'm mad, the last thing I'm going to do is go upstairs in your house and be up here, you know, crying, wiping my face. Then the brother goes upstairs after her, trying to calm the mom down and stuff. And I'm just like, why upstairs? Why not to your car and go on, you know, out? Sorry, y'all, out of their house. I didn't get that part, okay? So Teeny is on her phone at her job, and she sees all this go down, and then she's talking about, well, let me take my lunch break early so I can go home and get a control on what's going on. First of all, what were you doing the whole time? I thought you was on lunch. You had your phone, you was watching the phone for like, you know, 10, 20 minutes. I thought you was on lunch already. Did you just start this job? Yeah, fake job. What kind of, hold on, y'all. I know GSP, you probably didn't think that you maybe wanted to do this to this person, but I'm gonna go ahead and put this person in time out. Sorry, Together Forever, because they kept putting some crazy stuff up. I don't know what the heck was going on with them. But anyway, y'all, back to the review. So, you said you thought about it. Yeah, I was gonna let it ride for a minute, but I didn't know what was going on. But yeah, they started to get some crazy stuff going on. So anyway, she just started this job, right? No way was that her real job. Absolutely, because if it was me on my job and I'm sitting there watching my phone, somebody would have said something to me. I would have been like, all right, let's wrap this up. What are you doing? We got work to do, the whole nine. And so she's sitting up there talking about, let me go home and get a hold on what's going on. First of all, by the time you got to the house, Rob's mom was getting in the car and probably had left. The water had been cleaned up. The table had been put down. Girl, you didn't need to come home. To do what? So when she gets home, she confronts Rob talking about, why did you think it was okay for your mom to be in my house? And then she up here going off in front of the kids and everything like that. Girl, the kids was in the house. Even though the kids could see what was going on from the blinds, because they was all out the window, like, you know, trying to check and see what was going on, right? The kids too grown anyway. And you think that Rob's mom coming over there yelling, knocking over water is the most outrageous thing that they have seen? No, ma'am. How about the fight between you and his mom? That was over the top and outrageous. You should have checked that, but you know, but anyway. So Rob says, hold on, y'all. So Teeny is literally telling Rob, in my opinion, to choose me or your mom. One thing that you're not going to win, Teeny, is telling a man to choose, or any woman, let's just put that in perspective, to choose between me and your mom. First of all, your mom, a mom's relationship with her son is totally different from the relationship with his wife, and it should be. What's up, Kelly Dixon? Got to be says, I don't think she wants him to have a good relationship with the mom. Right, absolutely. She wants him to just exclude the mom, don't deal with her anymore, and just focus on her and her kids. And it's just like, Teeny, what in the world? You only get one mom. Even if your mom is toxic, even if sometimes she get on your nerves, you don't have a good relationship, you only get one mom. So why in the world would you ever tell somebody to kick rocks on your mom and only focus on me? But that's just how she is. She's ridiculous. So Rob was apologizing to the kids. I forgot to say that while he was putting the table down, and the kids is like, it's okay. Now y'all may throw tomatoes, but I just feel like it's a lot of apologizing going on to these kids, and a lot of putting these kids in grown folks conversations. I don't think the kids deserve an apology about the mom, the way she acts. They've already seen the way his mom acts, so I don't understand why he had to do that. But I guess he felt like, he wanna apologize to them or whatever. Rob about to have a breakdown. I'm telling you, it seemed like it. So what else happened with y'all? Because it wasn't much. When Teeny, she walks off because she got an attitude with Rob and everything. And Rob goes after her, and she's just like, you need to tell me when things like that happen, blah, blah. Rob is now apologizing to Teeny. Teeny talking about y'all gonna make me late for my lunch. I'm like, girl, ain't nobody even tell you to come home. You didn't have to come home. It was nothing that deep that you had to leave your job. What else? Teeny just did not take ownership for this whole thing, the whole fight. She gonna smooch that lady and then talk about she did not hit her. She wouldn't do that. That's not her character. Girl, we saw the tape, okay? We rolled the tape back and we saw what you did. Okay, so anyway, Rob mom drives off. She's hoping to have a relationship with him. She wants him to do it at his own time and everything like that. We shall see what happens. I actually don't want to see what happens. I don't ever want to see them on my screen again. I hope they're not going to be on any more seasons of Love After Lockup. I don't want to see them. They got on my whole last nerve. And then just to wrap up them, because y'all know the season finale gives what's up, Blue? How you doing? The season finale gives a wrap up on what happened to the couples. So with Rob and Teeny, they have not spoken to his mom since the ending of the taping, and I thought that was sad. I really did think that was sad. I know that his mom isn't the mom of the year or nothing like that, but that's still his mom. And so the fact that he hasn't spoken to her since they wrapped up taping is got Teeny written all over it. Okay, and then they show Rob going to the tattoo shop getting that ugly tattoo removed of his ex, and that was it with them. Moving on to the next couple, because it was some crap. Let's get to Bianca and Daniel, okay? I don't want to see Bianca and Daniel anymore. I guess I'm going to go over the couples I don't want to see anymore either. I don't want to see Bianca and Daniel anymore. Bianca is too immature. Word on the curb is that Daniel cheated on her. And so, yeah, good job. Good for Daniel. And normally I do not condone cheating. I don't. But Bianca has been horrible to this man, and maybe this will make her go on back to where she come from, Florida, California, one of them places with the beaches. Go on back and let Rob go on and live his life and stuff, because you always threw up in his face what it is that you did for him. So you didn't really genuinely love him. It was like she was a spoiled brat the whole time they were on the screen. I did this for you. I want a ring. I want a baby. ... But not thinking about the fact that this man just got out of jail and he needs to get reacclimated to society. Okay, so yeah, I don't like Bianca. She got what she got, and I hope Daniel goes on about his business. Daniel did her a favor. Absolutely, she needs to go on about her business. She's immature, right? So let's get into them. So they getting ready to go out on this date night, okay? So the date night is to some park. Now, Bianca comes out the room and she dressed to go on date night. Now, I don't know. When I'm thinking about date night, I'm thinking about getting a little dressed up, putting on a little makeup, making sure your hair is a little extra or whatever. Y'all going out on date night. Bianca came out the room with a daggone tulle little dress and some halter top with some flip-flops on, like she was gonna go kick it at the beach. And I'm just like, okay, I guess if that's her style, that's her style. But Daniel seemed to like it because he said she looked cute. Daniel gave her a promise to never marry you ring. That's exactly what he gave her, okay? So they get ready to go. They get to this park. Yeah, can we pause and appreciate this park? It's in Arizona. I'm sorry, y'all. I feel like there's something white on my face, but I don't see anything. Okay, well, whatever. So, can we appreciate this beautiful park? It was called Japanese something park. Oh my goodness, it was absolutely beautiful. I was like, child, I could go to that park and just sit on the bench and get my whole rejuvenation life. Like, it was such an amazingly beautiful park. I mean, really well kept. I was looking at the park. I had zoned out from looking at Bianca and Daniel for a minute, and I was like, oh my God, look at this park. I want to fly to Arizona just to go to that park. But that park was stunning, okay? And it was a perfect scenery if it was going to be like a proposal or something. That was just a nice little atmosphere if it was going to be something like that. But the park was beautiful. Bianca's dress seemed like a Bratz doll, didn't it? She dressed just like a Bratz doll. That's exactly what it seemed like. So they got to this park, right? And they sitting on the hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. My bra was cutting into my skin for a minute. So they sit on the bench, right? And they up here talking and everything. And you know, Dan is dressed kind of decent. And y'all, did y'all notice that Dan didn't freak out? Remember the last time they went outside and wanted to go for a walk? Dan hyperventilated and overreacted or whatever. And I don't even believe that was a real PTSD moment. I think that he was just didn't want to go for a walk with Bianca, or maybe something was going on. Maybe he was mad at her. I don't know what the heck was going on. But when he got to this park, he was absolutely fine, okay? Nothing was going on. I don't know if maybe he's calmed down some since he's been out for a little bit or whatever, but there was no hyperventilating at this point, okay? So Bianca asks him, she wants to know, is he serious? What's the next steps? You need to tell me what's up. And in this moment, I felt like Bianca was actually being more adult, because she was having a conversation about, like, what's your next steps? What's our next steps? I don't want to still be in the same situation that we are in. Not to be said sad when the park is more interesting. Right, the park was totally more interesting. And so Daniel was up here saying a very adult, mature response to her. He was telling her, you know, I do want to marry you. I do, but I just got a job. I just got out of jail. Give me some time so that I can get some things in order. Give me some time so that I can be the husband that you deserve. That was powerful, even though I don't feel like Bianca deserves anything more than a C-list husband anyway. She's not at a point where she can receive and appreciate a really good man, because she's immature and she doesn't know how to love, okay? And even Daniel said that. He said that he's with somebody that don't know how to love, don't know how to appreciate who he is, what he's trying to do with all of that. And I'm looking at Daniel like, if you know these things about this lady, why in the world are you still with her? Okay, you should leave her alone. But he's still with her because, like we learned the last episode, he love bombed her, and he know what he did. He needed somebody that he could lean on when he got out, that would take care of him, somebody that he felt like he could just, you know, get himself together, and that they would hold him to all these standards and all this other stuff like that. Of course, but he didn't sign up for the headache that is Bianca that he got. So she was like, well, at least you can give me some type of ring or something to solidify. Yes, rent free. To solidify our relationship or whatever. So Daniel pulls out the ring out his pocket. Now this is how cheap this ring was, because Daniel didn't have it in a box. He didn't have it in no type of nice gift wrapping or nothing. He just pulled the ring out his pocket. I said, child, out the back pocket of that, child. I was like, Daniel, the ring could have fell out. But whatever it was, he pulled the ring out. He put the ring, told her that this was a promise ring. Now you saw Bianca have a little smile on her face, a little glimmer of hope, because she thought it was an engagement ring. He told her, this is not an engagement ring. This is a promise ring that I am going to become the man that you want me to be, and that I am going to marry you at some point, right? Well, no, he said, I'm going to be the man you want me to be, and I'm going to work on myself. That was the promise. The promise ring wasn't to get married at some point, which at this point, I was on Bianca's side, because Bianca was like, I thought a promise ring was your promise that you was going to marry a person. That's what I thought a promise ring was. I thought that a promise ring is that I'm going to marry you at some point in life. But this is me owning up to that promise. Now, Bianca's 23, so a promise ring is great for her. Child, if my husband had given me a promise ring or I had a ring box and gave me a promise ring in, I would have been like, Negro, look, don't ever give me a ring box if it's not going to be an engagement ring, okay? A promise ring, no, that's for kids. But Bianca is a kid. She's 23, she's an adult, but she's a kid in her mind, and she don't deserve nothing more, nothing less than that, okay? I ultimately blame Daniel for the fake jail proposal. Yeah, he should have never asked her to marry him, honestly, when he was locked up. I know he was passing the time. I know he felt like little butterflies and stuff because this is somebody who's writing him and talking to him every day and all of that. But he messed up when he did that. Because some women do not, once you tell somebody something, like especially marriage, in a woman's mind, they're thinking, okay, when he gets out, we're going to get married. They're not thinking realistically that this man is just getting out of jail. He got to get himself together, and that he was in jail and he was talking all that good stuff and really didn't mean what he said. So moving on with them, she had the nerve, this is crazy, she had the nerve to say what's holding him back from asking her to marry him. I said, I know she didn't say what's holding him back, because I could rattle off a list of things that he didn't even get to. But he said, I don't have a job. I don't have we don't have a stable place. I don't have no money, all this other stuff. And I said, not only that, Bianca is a psycho. She's immature. She has a drinking problem. Y'all don't communicate well. Like, I could have gave other pointers as well. I'm like, Bianca, what world are you living in? But see, Bianca is stubborn, and she's going to do what she wants to do because she's gung-ho about doing what she wants to do. Nobody can talk to her. Her friend tried to talk some sense to her, and I haven't seen her other friend, Andreas, the dude. He tried to talk some sense into her earlier on in the season. She didn't listen to that. Like, we don't see nobody else that she has called since she's been on this season, because people already know that she's stubborn, bullheaded, and she's gonna do what she want to do. Got to be said. Now look at her. Look at her now, ran back to the friend. She said, right, was jealous of her because she needed somebody because she was lonely and all that. And he doesn't like her. Yeah, he doesn't like her. He's passing the time, and he need a place to live rent free. Okay. Let's wrap them up. The end of them, their wrap up was they got a new apartment. Okay, they was doing a video at the end where they had a new apartment, and I was like, yay, yay, yay for y'all new apartment. I don't know why. I don't know why they decided to do this, and then Daniel cheats. And now I don't even know if they're still together or not. I have not had my ear to the streets on their status of their relationship, but they did get a new apartment, and she wears the promise ring. And then she had the nerve to complain about the promise ring, talking about it doesn't fit on my ring finger, it only fits on my middle finger. And then she gave the cameraman in her confessional the middle finger and everything, saying, well, I guess that's fitting. And I'm like, and see, that's why you're not ready to be nobody's wife, okay? They made it look like she brought the apartment. Absolutely. They thought they was moving into, they act like they was moving into a house or something. But the apartment looked like it was a good size and all of that. And so they moved in and everything. And, I guess we'll see what happens. I don't want to see what happens because I don't want to see them no more. I just want to hear another YouTuber come out and say something about them. And if I think it's worthy enough, I will come back and talk to y'all about it. But really, I don't want to see nothing else about them. What else? That's all that happened. Hold on. Yeah, that's all that happened with them. Moving on. That's all they talked about was that ring. The whole season. All they talked about was getting an engagement ring. That's all she talked about. Having a baby. I don't have a drinking problem. And that's it. They were really boring to me, really, and their sex life. They told everybody about the daggone sex life, and it was ridiculous. So anyway, let's move on to Z and Troy. I'm just going down the list of what I wrote, y'all. I ain't even go out of order. Sometimes I'll go to the most interesting couples, then I'll go to the most bland couples, and then go to the most interesting ones. But everybody was bland in this season finale. It sucked, okay? Let's get to Z and Troy. So they at the park still meeting up with Yana, right? Y'all remember last episode, Yana came to talk to Troy about the mess that's going on with him and Z and their daughter and all this other stuff, okay? So Troy act like he wanted his child now. He all saying it with his chest, like, where's my daughter? Where's my daughter at? Yana told him that the daughter wasn't in the car. So I don't even know why he needed to walk over to the car. And then the editing then was crazy at this point because I'm just like, so he walked over to the car. What happened when he got over there? Okay, did he open the door or whatever? Did Yana run over there and say, "Get away from my car"? Like I was expecting for it to be some more, excitement. This is Z, Troy, and Yana is on the screen, so I'm expecting for it to be some excitement. It wasn't nothing. Okay, Yana, then we pan her. She's in her car and she's waiting in the car, and so Yana is telling him that she's not letting the child be around him because Z, of course, is a stranger and she don't want her child around a stranger. And as a mother, that is her prerogative to have her child around who she wants to have her child around, whether it be Troy's wife or not. Troy all having a co-parenting talk at the car with Yana and a huge... Girl, say it again. He up here, first of all, he rolled a blunt before they went. Then when he got to the park, he up here smoking a blunt while he's trying to talk about some really serious matters pertaining to his daughter. I would never be able to take my child's father seriously smoking a blunt. Then he passes it to Z and stuff, and that's what they do. That's why they a crazy toxic couple. And I would have rolled. First of all, I'm not making a 2-hour drive to talk to you and get into this mess. If you want to talk to me about your daughter, you can meet me in Sarah. Where's Yana at? Buffalo? Yeah, Buffalo. Meet me, take the 2-hour drive to Buffalo. And I don't understand why Troy is having such a hard time getting to see his daughter and spending time with her. Dude, it's 2 hours away, okay? Some people do that time in traffic every day. You could go and see your daughter if you want to see your daughter, but people do what people go and do what they want to do. They make time for what they want to make time for. And it's sad to say that Troy doesn't want to make time to spend with the daughter. Troy only cares about being on this show, making us feel like he's a victim, okay, which we all see through the BS. And he only cares about making Z happy so he can have a place to stay and live and so she doesn't kick him out. Just drive there. Right. Stay in a hotel. Do something. But put your best foot forward. You're her father. You know what I'm saying? Make an effort. So, Yana then left. It was no resolve. Z up here talking about trying to talk him and calm him down, talking about someone would just go talk to her, this is your daughter, have a conversation and trying to act like he's the victim and everything like that. And so, Yana ended up leaving with no resolve of this matter, okay? Unless they left something out, I don't know. So he ends up telling us he's going to end up having to go to Buffalo to see his daughter. It's like, duh, go to Buffalo. You should have went to Buffalo anyway to have this conversation with Yana without Z. You should have went by yourself until Z and Yana can come to some type of sit down where they can have an understanding with one another. They need to stay separate. You should have went and talked to her without Z. He has, girl, yes, I heard they do have an OnlyFans now. Him and Z now has an OnlyFans, and I'm just like, this is disgusting. What? No, I don't want to see either one of you. I don't want to see Z's bumpy, speed bump in the road face on OnlyFans. And Troy, don't nobody want to see you because... Child, listen, Troy gives me slow vibes. If y'all pay attention to him in his confessionals and when he's on the screen, he seems a little off, like something is wrong, like he's slow. He looks off sometimes in the distance, and he just really, he can't get it together. I don't know what it is. I don't know if something mentally is not right. And it's just that it might be the weed. It might be the weed because this weed today is not the weed from back in the 90s. So it might be the weed that's making him appear slow. And Chance, oh my goodness, he seems simple. Yeah, ugh, I don't want to see that at all. So to wrap them up, because that's all that happened with them. When I say these couples ain't have nothing going on, they ain't have nothing going on this episode. So wrap it up with him and Z is planning a real wedding, right? We see them sitting at the lake or whatever, having lunch and stuff. He give her a card talking about some Z reading and talking about some to my beautiful wife. I'm glad I can do. I was like, girl, if a card make you do that, girl, get over it. Okay, whatever. So then Yana, they're planning a wedding, and also Yana is letting the daughter see Troy see the father Troy in Syracuse. So I guess they came to some type of agreement, and they're letting him. She's letting him see her. Okay. Also, Yana, Z, and Troy, y'all. If y'all have kept y'all ear to the YouTube streets, they have been out here arguing. Miss Karen has been out here doing lives, revealing all type of stuff about Z and Troy. Primarily about Z. Just saying that she used to sell her cooch and everything. Yeah, it's been a mess with this whole couple. If y'all are subscribed or y'all watch according to Amber's page, she drops a lot of tea on this couple. But I stopped looking at the couple because I'm sick of seeing them, okay? I don't want to see nothing else about them. I feel like Yana, yes, she's saying some good stuff, okay? But I also feel like what we see may not be what it is. Yana and Z may even have a good relationship. Who knows? But yeah, they had nothing going on. Dr. B says, please don't have them back. And I think they said they're going to be filming again. I heard that too. I don't want to see Z and Troy again either. I don't want to see them again. What I will say is you can bring them back if you bring Miss Karen in some filming, and if you bring her parents. Z's parents was actually comical at some points, especially that sassy daddy. If you bring the supporting cast back in there and you really give us something, then I don't mind seeing them again. But I honestly don't want to see them again at the way that they are right now. Okay, let's move on to the next couple, which is going to be Melissa and Louis. Another snooze fest. They didn't have nothing going on. Louis said that Melissa is easily influenced. He said if you didn't have your friends with you and your sister with you, questioning the ring, questioning my work ethic and how I got the money, then you wouldn't have said nothing. And I totally agree with Louis. I think that Melissa, at her big age, is very influenced by a lot of people around her. If you love Louis, if you like Louis, if you believe Louis, then hey, screw what everyone else says. But they did all of this for a storyline, okay? Because I believe that Melissa don't be listening to what they say, and she's focused on Louis. She finally has Louis, the it dude that she's always wanted from high school. So why then would she listen to her friend and her sisters and everybody else that's saying trash about him? She don't care about that. Louis said he can never be good enough because she's always going to look at him as a felon. I said, you know what? That is crazy. No matter what this man has done, if y'all have noticed, he's gotten 4 sources of income at this point. It's not good enough for Melissa. Nothing is good enough for her. Every time you turn around, she's complaining about something that Louis has done. He gets a job, she complained about the piece of job. So he goes and adds to his income. She's mad about that. She's mad about the clients that he's having, the female workout clients that he's having. Okay, she don't want that. She gets the ring. She asked for 2 carats. He went and got her 2 carats. She gets mad about that. Excuse me, y'all. Let me get some water. Commercial break. She gets mad about that. She just is never satisfied. I'm like, dang, what does a man have to do for you to be satisfied? She tried to backtrack like she was not trying to see if the ring was real. Right. She wanted to see if the ring was real too. Get the man some better teeth as his wife. Right. I actually, am learning to look at Louis' mouth, and it actually doesn't look too bad on him. I mean, he could stand to probably, get an upgrade or see if he can get something that fits his mouth a little better, because like if he had, like, for lack of better words, a African American mouth and lips and everything like that, maybe the teeth would have fit a little bit better, but they actually are not that bad, So if he had some ethnicity in him, then maybe the teeth would have fit better. But they're growing on me. They're growing on me just a little bit, right? So what else happened with them? Nothing else. Because Melissa, again, is trying to deny everything Louis said, and Louis makes a lot of good points. To wrap them up, they are planning a destination wedding, okay? And Louis is studying to be a realtor. I said, child, Louis is about to add a fifth stream of income to the income that he has. He's studying to be a realtor, and I'm rooting for Louis all the way because I firmly believe that he gonna pass that realtor test. And baby, let me tell you something. Louis seemed like he would be a good realtor. He's a nice person. He has charisma. He just seems like he could sell a house to somebody. So I think really that Louis is going to be a great realtor. I think he's going to pass that test. Louis is doing the in your face to everybody that doubted him because baby, he's the comeback kid. I'm very proud of him. He came out of jail and not only got one job, got several jobs. Okay, and really, Melissa should be doing this instead of all this because your man actually came out and is doing better than a lot of these male cast members that come out because he is showing you, I am going to be better. I'm not where I want to be, but I'm definitely not where I used to be. And I'm like, Louis, listen, I love it. Okay, I love a good redemption story. He seems to have learned his lesson. He's not on drugs. He's doing what he needs to do. And he got you this really beautiful ring. And then you up here letting the haters in your ear make you doubt and mess up your relationship. Girl, Melissa's a goofy, okay? Because nobody could tell me nothing about my man if he is showing me. Now, if my man wasn't showing me nothing and I had all these doubts in my head and people was coming telling me stuff and he not showing me, to dispel the doubts, I would have questions. I would question him. But if Louis is showing you everything, what is the problem? But anyway, she's a goofy. Moving on. She better watch out because let me tell you something. If she mess up, it's going to be some women right in Louis' DM or one of them women he trained and telling them, listen, if she don't know how to appreciate you, I take you. What's going on, Abraham? Welcome to the live. All right, let's get on to Mike and Justine. Ciao. Oh, gosh. Mike and Justine. I don't like them. I don't want to see them back. Justine is an idiot. I don't like the way that they took another serious matter that actually happens to women, and used it as a storyline. I think they are pitiful and ridiculous to do something like this. I have said this many times before on my lives when I review them. There are women that really do have serious complications, okay? And really do suffer a lot giving birth. And y'all up here making light of a situation or trying to make it seem like that Justine is at a point where she's like a lot of those other women that have had to deal with traumatic issues with childbirth. And Justine acting like she is the only woman on the planet who has gave birth or had a C-section. In my opinion, every child delivery is high risk. Whether you are healthy and young, older, middle age, whatever. Every childbirth is a high risk because you don't know what's going to happen during childbirth. You don't know what's going to happen. The child could come out fine and something could end up happening to the woman. I have heard that giving birth is the closest thing to death. And so when any woman lays on the table and brings life into the world, there's a possibility of complications. So I don't know why she up here acting like she's the first woman on the planet that has had a C-section, that is a high risk, that is this, that is tired, that bones hurt, that got fatter than normal. Child, when I was pregnant, oh my God, I was wider than all outside. The stomach, I couldn't see my feet, my ankles was swollen, my nose was out to here, child, my neck was black. My daughter has sucked every ounce of beauty out of me. So you're not the only one, okay? I couldn't even see the TV if I laid on my back when I was pregnant because my breast was big and my stomach was big. And I just listened at that point because I didn't want to roll over. So Justine, cut it out, okay? So the family put together this party. They opened up, they in the backyard by their pool. They put together this 1-year-old birthday party for Manhattan, okay? Every time I see Manhattan, oh my God, she's such a beautiful baby. She is such a beautiful, precious baby. So they put together this party. All of the family comes over. And sidebar, who was the light-skinned, skinny dude with the hair? That wasn't one of their kids. Now, I don't know if that was Kylie's friend from college or what, but somebody was added into the family that I didn't even know. I said, who the heck is that? Right? They do make cute. Yeah, they make some cute kids. Now they make some cute kids. So I don't know who that dude was, but anyway. So Justine, mom, and grandma pulls up, right? And the mom came in the house. The mom came in and was like, hey, very lackluster. Okay, her and the grandmother. And I think because the mom is just over it. She's over it with Justine because Justine makes a mountain out of a molehill, right? She makes it seem like it is an extreme emergency, an extreme issue. You gotta be here. Y'all see that mom didn't come early. That mom came when she said she was gonna come for the birthday party. She did not hop no flights early because she know Justine be on mess. Okay. And so the mom said, she was mad. The mom did a confessional and she said, I cannot believe that they are expecting a child again so soon after they just had the last baby. The mom says she's mad at Mike because he's told her that he was going to get a vasectomy and he did not get it done. Lying to the mama. And I felt the mama's pain because the mom has had to deal with a lot with Justine. But one thing the mom has to understand is that that's not your problem anymore, okay? Mike is married to her. They got their own family. Let them deal with it. You don't have to deal with it no more. But however, is she really over dealing with Justine's crap? Because she signed for the house that they living in. Y'all already know that Justine's a stay-at-home mom. Stay-at-home mom, because that house always jacked up. Them kids always over the place. We saw her one time making lunch or whatever and get the kids out to school. So she's a stay-at-home wife, and Mike got this little side gig or whatever job that he got. So it's not enough money for them to pay bills and take care of now 9 kids. They're on government assistance, and I believe they're also getting some money from her daggone mom. And Justine want to paint this picture that her mom is such this horrible person. She's been helping you all your life with, and you keep getting pregnant. She's probably like, stop getting pregnant. She closer was a disaster. What did it say? Oh, her closet was a disaster. Absolutely. Yes, it was. I said, child, she need all type of help. And then you got Mike's mother up in the house now. So that's another mouth to feed because Mike's mom don't seem like she going to go get no job no time soon. Her thing is going to be that she needs to help around the house and take care of the kids and stuff and help Justine out, which is fine. But at the same time, you still got to eat and live and everything like that. So that's another mouth. So really, they looking at 9 kids on top of Justine and Michael, which is 10, 11, now 12 with his mom being in the house. Got to be said, she treats her mom terrible. Oh my goodness, yes. And her mom is helping her paying tuition for the... Girl, look, let's talk about it, okay? So I can know why the mom is frustrated. Like God to be says, she's up here paying for Kylie's college tuition. She's paying for Kylie's college tuition. She signed for their house. She gets over it. And then you sit up here and talk to your mom all reckless. Child, okay, let's get into it. So, and then the mom said she got pregnant 2 months after having Manhattan. So she's just mad about those things, right? So she starts talking to her mom and her grandma in the room about her health issues and everything. Now, y'all know that Justine's mom is in the medical field. So this is not news to Justine's mom. And I believe that's why she didn't rush when Justine talked about it's an emergency. She was asking her what kind of emergency because she's in the medical field. She says she sees this type of thing all the time. So if Justine would have told her what was going on, that would have determined if the mom knew it was a real emergency or a Justine emergency. Justine said, if I die, Kylie is dropping. Girl, when she said that, I almost knocked the daggone TV over. I said, so you want your daughter to drop out of school and tend to her siblings? I don't like Justine. I don't want to see her back on the show. She was terrible, okay? When she's telling her mom about the health issues and everything, the mom is up here talking about, well, who's going to take care of the children if something does happen to you? She talking about she want to split custody between Kylie and Mike, okay? And the mom says, you would want Kylie to quit school? And she was like, I mean, if her siblings are at stake, I think her siblings are more important than a science assignment or whatever. And I said, Justine, you are a horrible mother. You're a horrible mother, because what mother will want their child that is beginning their college experience and early adulthood life to drop everything and deal with your freaking kids that you laid on your back and had? She ain't had nothing to do with that. And then you turn around and want to try to, I know Justine, she was trying to put the guilt game on Kylie. Kylie already told you when you came and saw her at school that she don't want to do that. But no, you're going to sit up here and force the mess on her. She's a horrible mother. I don't care how many videos she take and try to kiss her kids and try to tell us that she thinks about the best interest of her children and because you're a bad mother. Because no mother will want that. But you're also jealous of your daughter too. Because while you was laying around screwing on your back, Callie done went and got accepted into the University of Las Vegas. She up here doing her big one, trying, and she's happy. She was happy, smiling, everything when we saw her when Justine met up with her. And now because you didn't go get a higher education or go get yourself something, all you did was lay on the back, spread the legs, have babies. Now you want to try to take away from her life. You just horrible. You're a horrible individual. Her mom says Justine gonna talk to her mom reckless and tell her mom that her mom do not have a choice in the matter. And the mom was like, I do have a choice. This does affect me. Justine was like, no, it don't affect you, blah, blah. Just horribly talking to her mom. And it's just like, Justine, why doesn't it affect her? You got two grandmothers. So you mean to tell me instead of you saying the grandmothers and Mike will help out with the children, you want to go choose your 19-year-old daughter? What's wrong with you? And you have been talking about the mom don't have a choice. I said, and that's why the mom don't rock with you like that. Look how you talking to her. Very rude. In front of the grandmother. She just horrible. So after that was all over, they talking about the next day, she gotta have the C-section done, and she gotta be at the hospital at 5 a.m. in the morning. Okay, so the whole family is loading up the car and everything. You would have thought that Justine was about to be put in a coma or something, the way they was going on. They getting up, they going to the hospital and everything. And she gets checked in and all of that, and they're up here smiling and everything. And I'm like, y'all made us think this whole time that this was going to be a life or death situation. Justine's all smiling, Mike is all smiling, everybody's smiling. I'm not saying it's supposed to be doom and gloom, right? But Mike was smiling a lot because they already knew that this was a scheduled C-section, because she said that I'm going to have it a day after the birthday party. She already knew it was going to happen before any of this even happened, okay? The birthday party and all of that. She already knew a C-section was coming. That's why they were smiling. They knew it wasn't going to be no complications. They knew it wasn't going to be nothing that happened with her, okay? Mike up here in the camera talking some, this is very troubling. I could lose my wife. First of all, I'm a person that believes that death and life is in the power of the tongue. So the Bible speaks on that. Whatever you put out there, and you keep dumbing down on it and believing it and believing it and believing it, the Bible says it's in the power of the tongue. If you want to live, speak life. But if you want to have death, speak death. So I must choose to speak life. And that's what Mike should have been doing at that moment. Everything's going to be okay. There's not going to be no problems. Even in the doctor's office, he should have been like, man, I hear what y'all say because y'all professionals, but my wife is going to live. It's going to be okay. But they needed a storyline, right? Justine's going to freeze her eggs and make Kylie carry them. Child, I hope not. I hope not. Their baby factory is done. Okay. They just making the attention they get from the baby. Oh, they're milking the attention they get from the baby. Yeah, that's what that is. So Mike up there in the camera talking some, you got this, Justine, and woo woo woo. Okay, so we see Justine getting prepped for the C-section, and I was like, correct me if I'm wrong. Why is Love After Lockup cameras still in the room while she about to have this major procedure? Now I know at some point they put them out because they had to, but I guess they was filming the prep for the procedure or something. I don't know, but they were still in the room while the divider was up between her face and the belly, right? And so fast forward, the baby comes out, right? The baby was beautiful. Oh my goodness. Nice, healthy, beautiful baby boy. Child, hold on to your seats for the name. Hold on to hold on to your seats for the name, child. So Mike is up here saying that he wanted to do a play off his rap name. Y'all know his rap name is Montana Mills. So at first I thought the baby name was going to be Montana, or it was going to be Miles or something or something. No, the baby name is, first of all, the baby was born at 6 pounds and 3 ounces. Okay, the baby's name is Million Banks. They love attention. They love attention. Little Million Banks sounds like a porn star name. That's what it sounds like to me. Okay, Million Banks. It sounds like a stripper's name. Like coming to the stage, it's Million Banks, and you'd be like, boo, boo. Million Banks. Maybe they're thinking that he's going to be a rapper, and maybe they'll think that he could just use his regular name like Tupac did as his stage name. I don't know. Million, I didn't like it. But again, they always want attention because Manhattan, right, followed by Manhattan Barbie. Child, terrible name, beautiful baby. Absolutely. I feel like the hospital should do something where if you about to name your child something ghetto and ridiculous, that an alarm should go off in the air. Like when you're writing it and the nurse looks at it and pronounces it, it should be like, or something should happen. And they should tell them you have to change your name, or you can't leave the hospital or something. I don't know. They need to get a control of these ghetto fabulous names because I'm sick of it. But anyway, Million Banks is here, okay? It's okay with the name compared to the girl's name. Yeah, it is better than Manhattan Barbie, but yeah, the hospital vets it. They should have hospitals vet the names. Because if I get one more person's name, Tavion, Travazier, Levante. I got a cousin named Levante. Vashani, all these other little crazy names. It's just like, what is going on? Do y'all not even think that y'all children may want to get a job one day, may want to be taken seriously? Like, by society? Like, people do judge off your names with these jobs. They look at the name and they see Taquan something. They ball that up. They be like, oh no, we met our black quota. I'm just telling you, I'm keeping it 100. So, names are important. Names are important. Okay. Moving on with them. What happened with them? Hold on, y'all. I know I wrote their wrap up. Okay, yeah. So their wrap up. So Mike's mom is still living with them. Okay. I know twins. Wait, what's their name? Tangelo and Orangello? Let's wrap up Mike and Justin. That is the most ghetto thing I've ever heard before. I thought freaking Million Banks, the strip name, was ridiculous, or Manhattan Barbie, but Tangelo and Orangello, I'd have been, child. I'm glad I'm not a teacher because I would be pronouncing all these names wrong. Okay, so wrapping up with Mike and Justine. So Mike's mom is still living with them, obviously, of course. Mike and Justine released a duo called Hating on This Gangster. And y'all, why did they show Mike and Justine rapping in a video? And I said, so Justine can rap? When did this happen? So they trying to be a fake Jay-Z and Beyonce? What the heck is going on? I said, boy, if Mike don't go and get a real job and stop trying to get side hustles, stop trying to have your rap career happen, stop trying to make fetch happen. It's not going to happen. So cut it out. But anyway, y'all, they had this ridiculous rap video. I don't want to see them no more. I hope I don't have to see them no more. Moving on to the next couple, y'all, which is going to be Joey and Kim. Okay, so y'all already know the DNA results are in. Okay, and the cousin could not wait. The cousin came over there, y'all, to throw it in Kim's face because the cousin probably already knew that Joey was back in rehab, that Joey, the DNA results was in. The cousin came in to say, "Nan, nanny, boo boo, that's what you get," type thing. Rapping crazy work, absolutely. So the cousin was like, "I'll open the results. Shoot, I want to know if he the dad or not." Okay, so the cousin opens the DNA results, and she was reading it like Murray, and she was like, or Maury. In the case of Joey as the father of Kason, the results are Joey is not the father. We all knew that Joey was not the dad. Hippie is not the dad, right? Shakira Hips is not the dad. Baby making hips is not the father. Kim tried to hide her smile. She was happy. She was very happy. Very, very happy because y'all already know if Joey was the father, that ex could have took her to court for all that child support. And I know the ex was watching the episodes too to see if Joey was going to be the father, because as soon as that results would have came back that Joey was the father, that ex was going to be down at the courthouse the next day filing to get his child support back. And Kim already said that she don't have the money. So Kim was happy. And furthermore, we all knew that Joey was never the father. They needed this for a storyline, okay? So, she goes and she calls Joey and she tells Joey what's up, and she's like, we got the DNA results back. And he's like, okay. And she's like, and you're not the father. And Joey was just like, all right, cool. I was just like, Joey didn't care either because he don't want to be a dad. He don't want to work. He don't want to do nothing. He want to lay up in Kim's house, smoke on that vape, ride around and get it in that new car that he got, and that's it. He don't want no responsibilities, but this is who Kim want in her life around her children. She had the nerve to talk about that Joey has the potential to be a role model for her sons. Who? Maybe in 5 years when he get himself together, maybe. But right now, you're crazy in your head. I'm glad for her son, right, who puts their kids on TV for that. Absolutely. Just trash individual. The cousin then says, why is it that Joey just doesn't go and live with his mom? And Kim talked about some, well, Joey doesn't want that, and I'm not sure she wants it either. That's why the mom has been a big supporter of Kim, because the mom is like, please don't send him back over here. He not coming back to my house. Those two boys already have a real dad. Absolutely. So the mom is like, I don't got it to do with Joey. I don't want him over my house. Look, y'all work it out. The mom be big up in Kim. She comes over there all the time like, hey, how's it going? Is he behaving? Is he good? Because the mom don't want to deal with Joey's mess, okay? What's going on, Outburst AU? Thank you for the compliment. Welcome to the live. And so Kim says, hold on. So, oh yeah, that was it. She talked about him potentially being a role model and all of that. So to wrap up Kim and Joey, this is what happened with them. Okay, Kim finally got the divorce. She's like, I'm divorced. And I'm like, girl, finally. It only took what? How long for you to do? Okay, so she finally got divorced. And Joey got out of rehab. And where did he go to? He went right to Kim's house, living with her and the boys again. I was like, child, Joey can move into the what is it, Mao's house, pretend to be their son. Oh, the Mills house. They wouldn't know. They got so many people in their house. They just think he was another child. So that's it with them, y'all. Let's move on to the last. Is it the last couple? The last and final couple, y'all. When I say this episode was a freaking 2, it was a 2. It really was a 1. Child, it was the worst season finale. And Life After Lockup always is like that. They tend to have really bad season finales. I don't know why, but it sucked. So let's move on to Brittany and Key Rock. Another couple. I don't want to see them ever again. I am so glad. I cannot wait until This Friday coming. Yeah, this Friday coming is when they're going to have the new season of, I think it's Love during Lockup. I can't wait to get some new blood because these people, I don't want to see none of them again for real. Not none of them. So Key Rock and Brittany is up. Brittany calls her friend, right, to pick her up from the airport. It's the end of her 30 days of being in Houston. So we didn't get no footage from you going around doing anything in Houston. All we got was you was at the house 1 minute with an empty house and was cleaning up and stuff. Then the next minute is to your 30 day and your friend got to come pick you up from the airport. I was like, this is why I don't like this couple. So she says she's going to go stay with her friend Shayla. Now, didn't that PO tell Brittany that she had to parole to her aunt's house? I thought that was the last thing that I remember hearing. Isn't that what he said? But no, now she's staying with Shayla house. She's trying everything to not do the right thing, right? Joey can move. Oh, yeah, I already read that. So she's going to her friend Shayla house, okay? The friend says, don't give me any money, just find a job. So the friend is being really nice to Brittany, because as high as everything is, I'd be like, Brittany, we need to work out some type of payment plan for your restitution and if you want to stay in my house, okay? But her friend is like, listen, don't worry about giving me nothing. Just focus on paying off your restitution and all of that. Cool, okay? The best friend says, I can't wait for you to get here so we can party, so we can chill, woo, 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 okay? Key Rock is in the background. Key Rock don't like that. Key Rock gets on the phone and he's like, y'all don't need to be partying. Y'all need to be working and all of this and that. And she's like, we're going to go out from time to time. That's my girl, whatever, okay? Then Brittany says that she's going to put a tracker on Key Rock's phone so that she can, when she leaves, she'll know what Key Rock is doing and where Key Rock is going and stuff. I'm like, girl, you need to not focus on no tracker. You need to focus on getting about 2 jobs so you can pay off that restitution so you can kind of move the way you want, okay? 3 to 4 months, she could pay it off. It's $10,000 and your friend not charging you no rent. If she saved the money on her nails and stopped trying to be a glamazon, then maybe she could pay off this stuff quicker. You're staying at your friend's house. If you go and get a good serving job and you get tipped every night and you get money every night, child, you could pay it off in that period of time. $100 here, $200 there, $300 there, $50 there, whatever you got to do, pay the daggone thing. Shoot, ain't you had this restitution for the whole time we done known you on this show? You could have paid that off by now. Or Key Rock with all his savings. Why didn't you just go in your savings and give Brittany the money that was needed for her restitution, then move to Houston? If y'all wanted to be together so bad, why you just ain't go pay her restitution off? Why? Why that? You claim you so in love and all this other crap. And so the mom and the boyfriend show up, okay? Key Rock mom and boyfriend show up at the house. So when they showed up at the house, oh no, y'all. When they showed up at the house, y'all, and they showed the apartment, I said, what in the world happened up in here? So the apartment was decorated very nicely, okay? But how did they get the money to do all of this decor? I mean, they had a fireplace, the TV was there, blah, blah, all this other stuff. And I'm just like, okay. The mom's boyfriend is weird. He is weird. It's something with him. But you know what? He fits with the mom. Because Key Rock mom is cool and all, but she a little... Moving on. Let's move on. So, the mom, Key Rock and the mom's boyfriend go outside to talk, okay? Brittany and the mom sit at the table. Now, she's supposed to be going to the airport today, but she got some time. She's talking to the mom and everything, and the mom going to sit up here and come out her mouth and say, if you're not approved for a transfer to Houston, then we're all coming back to Richmond. Couldn't have been me, because if I had an apartment, a good job there and everything, I'm in a new city and all of that, I'd be like, I ain't going back to Richmond. You go back to Richmond if you want to deal with her. And Key Rock even said that. He said that's going to be a hard no. I'm not going back to Richmond. Key Rock is like, I have a job here. I got this apartment and everything. I'm loving Houston. I don't want to go back to Richmond. He did not want to go back to Richmond because he was like, no way are they going back to no Richmond. He said they just going to have to figure out some type of long distance relationship. I said, child, They life resolve. Yeah, revolve. Their life revolves around Brittany. It seems the whole family all revolve around her. It's just ridiculous. The mother's boyfriend was the only one that asked her, "Well, what's the plan? What you gonna do with your life?" type thing, and she still ain't gave no answer for that. Okay. Um. Key Rock then said it's her fault that she didn't pay off her restitution. I said, Dad, if thrown under the bus was a person, Key Rock is the one driving the bus. But I do agree with Key Rock that it is Brittany's fault because she didn't pay off her restitution. Because the whole time that she was on this show, before they even moved to Houston or thought about moving to Houston, she could have paid off the money. Okay, but she decided to quit the serving job, quit the beauty school, quit this. Everything she started, she quit. So how can she get the money, right? So to wrap them up, when Key-Rock was talking to the mom's husband, Key-Rock afraid of her. I think he might be, yeah. I think, you know what I think with Key-Rock, and I'm going to say this. This may be a totally unpopular opinion, but I'm going to say it. Key-Rock is an ugly duckling, right? And Brittany, he looks at her as this beautiful swan. And Key Rock likes to floss and have swag. He likes the clothes, the glasses, you know, the hair got to be shaped up, the whole nine. He wants somebody that's going to match his fly. And so because Brittany gives that to Key Rock, now Key Rock feels like he would rather have arm candy trophy wife on his arm than not have it, even if she does have a lot of flaws and things that she needs to do with herself. She worked all the time. When he was when he was locked up, she was going around getting it. So I'm like, where's the money from when you was locked up? I don't know. So to wrap them up, and that's what I feel that how Key Rock is, why he allows Brittany to get away with stuff, because she's pretty and he wants a pretty girl. So this is what that's why Key Rock lets her just get along and do what she do and not hold her accountable and all this other stuff. So Key Rock goes and drives her to the airport and everything, gives her a kiss and everything like that. And she gets on the plane to head on back to Richmond. To wrap them up, y'all, get this wrap up. Get this wrap up. Key Rock moved back to Richmond because her transfer was denied. Y'all heard me right. He moves back to Richmond because Brittany's transfer was denied. Brittany, so when you went back, did you go and try to get your transfer approved? And I know her PO is like, didn't I tell you when you pay off this restitution, then it will be approved and not before? So don't come back to my office until you pay off the freaking restitution. You already knew it was going to be denied, Brittany. You had restitution to pay. I just don't understand what's going on up here. Like, I just don't. What else with the wrap up? Now it says that Brittany works as a makeup artist to pay off the restitution. As a makeup artist. Now she a makeup artist. I said, child, she the jack of all trades and a master of none, okay? Total cost to move $14,500, right? They got they did this whole move, set up this now, what's funny is that another YouTuber said that I watched, said that, they think that their apartment was furnished like by Brittany's cousins or something, because y'all know Brittany's cousins live in Houston and had hooked Key Rock up with the job. They said that they think the cousins brought the furniture and stuff in, set it the way she wanted, and that was what it was. And then that same YouTuber said they don't feel that Brittany and Key Rock ever really moved to Houston. And I was like, child, they said they feel like it was all staged. And I said, you know what? I could see that because Key Rock said that he didn't want to break the lease, but at the same time, how you just gonna sit up here and then break the lease and move, and then all your furniture, what you got, load all that up and everything? Something was off, okay? I can go with what this YouTuber was saying because it was a little off. It ain't no way I would have had my apartment with everything furnished. Why can't you be an adult, Brittany, and go and work, pay your restitution, live your life? And I'm here in Houston putting money away, getting things together. So when you come to Houston, you have it. Why everybody got to uproot their life and go back to Richmond just because she ain't get approved? So that's not our fault. Like, you need to go and pay your money. Like Key-Rock said, it's her fault she ain't paying restitution. Why we all got to load up the trucks and move back? Now, the mom and her boyfriend, they may have stayed in Houston. And the brother, what happened to the brother? We ain't seen no more of the brother, okay? Because he did go with them to Houston. So the mom and the boyfriend and the brother might have stayed in Houston, but Key-Rock went back to Richmond. I understand you don't want to have your significant other by themselves, but if it was me and I had to live by myself, I would talk to my husband every night, check in on him and everything. We have, like, you know, conversations, whatever. Then I get off the phone, go get to work and get the money, because it's not going to be all ways. You just got to pay this off. Then you can be with your significant other. What's the problem? They were all in a nice house in the forest. Why move? Yeah, why move? Why Houston anyway? Just because y'all tired of Richmond? No, they needed a storyline. They needed a storyline. I wouldn't be surprised if they did come back and they was in that same house in the forest. What if that house really was the mom's house and it wasn't a rental and she didn't get rid of it and everything? Child, you can believe everything you see on these shows. You really, really can. Because it just don't make no sense. For now, y'all uprooting everything and moving back so easily. Y'all already got something back in Richmond. It probably is that house. I don't get it. Just because you don't like an area, you just, I mean, and it's your prerogative. Anyone can move where they want to move, right? But if it's nothing wrong with where you at, why you moving? And I really want to know whose idea it was to even move to Houston. It probably was Brittany's, the one that ain't got a job, ain't got no money, ain't got nothing going on for herself, but she up here talking about I want to move to Houston. Sit down somewhere and go get yourself together. Pick a career, any career, and stick with it. Key-Rock said he gave up in that house. Yeah, he probably was sick of fighting with her tail. But anyway, y'all, that's the end of my review. I don't want to see none of these couples ever again. Ever again move to a crappy apartment. A crappy apartment on top of that. When they pulled up to the apartment, I said, oh, that got all the makings of the hood right there. I mean, the inside didn't look bad. But the outside wasn't giving no exciting ambiance. It was giving hood vibes for sure. But y'all, that's the end of my review, y'all. Thank you, GSP. Thank y'all for joining me. I really appreciate y'all being here. I appreciate you, GSP, being my moderator. Always reminding the people to give the thumbs up and subscribe. I really appreciate you all. I want to show y'all my door before we get off live. Hold on, I'm gonna take y'all with me. I did a Christmas door. I'm still moving, y'all. I'm still moving in the house. Thank you. Have an awesome night. I'm going to show y'all my Christmas door. I'm going to flip the camera around so y'all can see. Okay, this is the door. Did the whole Christmas door. Says Merry Christmas on it. Got the little doorbell there. Got my Joy carpet, okay, out there. So I'm going to buy a wreath and I'm going to put it, I'm going to buy a wreath and I am going to put it on the door to finish off the door. But since we just moved, I couldn't do a Christmas tree this year. So, you know, I love to get into the Christmas spirit. I love to decorate and all of that. So I couldn't do one this year. So I said, well, I'm going to decorate the door. Let me decorate the door at least. And so I did that. I'm going to probably put some things on the side of the door too that's Christmassy. I'm going to hit up Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby having a 50% off sale on Christmas decorations. And I'm going to find me a little wreath and do the little wreath on the door. And that's going to be it, y'all, for the decorations for this year. Now, next year, yeah, y'all going to really see me get into some decorations and get into a really good, beautiful tree, because Christmas is my favorite season, favorite time of year. So y'all, anyway, that was my door decoration. I just wanted to share that with y'all. So, thank y'all for joining me. I will be live as always on Monday. I'm sorry, not live. I will be doing a motivational message on Monday, a motivational short, and Tuesday I will go live for the lunchtime language. We got a lot to talk about. I'm gonna do a deep dive on the United Healthcare CEO getting gunned down. That was a hit on that man. That was a hit. Somebody hired somebody to kill him. And we're gonna talk about it on Tuesday with the lunchtime language. That's when I talk about current events and hot topics. But yeah, we're gonna talk about it. But anyway, y'all have a good, happy Sunday. I'm going to be doing some shorts that I'm thinking about doing. Maybe some cooking lives, some decoration lives as I decorate the apartment. I'm probably gonna do an accent wall, and I'm going to once I do it, I'm going to probably go live and I'm going to show y'all how I'm doing the accent wall over there in the living room. And so, y'all, I'm excited. I'm excited about what is to come. I hope y'all had a great Thanksgiving, and that y'all are really going to have a good holiday season. And yeah, I'm gonna try to squeeze in a lot of shorts, a lot of videos, and do some things new to the channel. Y'all go ahead and drop anything, shows y'all want me to review. I'm thinking about picking up another show and reviewing it, just not sure what that's going to be yet. So if you're a replay watcher, go ahead and drop a show that you would not mind seeing me review. Give me your feedback on the season finale. What do you rate the season finale? How did you feel that the season finale of Life After Lockup went for you? And I will see y'all again later. Bye, y'all. Love y'all.